What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dark Souls Remastered Let's Play. This episode we are going to go ahead and fight and defeat Manus. I will show you guys the nerf way of killing him. That's actually the way I'm just going to kill him because Manus is always a pain in the butt for me. But first, we do need to go grab a specific item using the Sunlight Maggot hat. And for those that want to fight and kill Manus the normal way of actually going down there and killing him, this item that we're going to be grabbing is absolutely 100% necessary. You will need this item to fight him, otherwise one of his attacks that he does, actually it's two different attacks that he does, they will kill you because they're not blockable without this item that we're grabbing. And that item is the Silver Pendant. And you can actually use it against these mage dudes that look like these guys as well to repel their attacks, which is really nice. It's like that guy right here, this attack he's about to try and send at me. You can block those attacks with the pendant, which is really nice because those attacks get really annoying really fast. We'll go ahead and let these guys catch up and kill them, so I don't have to worry about them falling behind me the whole time. And so to get this item, the silver pendant is actually behind a hidden wall, but it's a special hidden wall that requires you to have a light source in order to reveal it. So like most hidden walls, you can just hit them and bam, it goes away. But this hidden wall, you have to have a light source. If you hit it with your weapon without a light source, it's not going to go away. But right here we have the silver pendant. And just to show you guys what it does, I'll go ahead and put it on real quick. This is what it does. And you can just sit here and spam it over and over and over again. And as I said, it is 100% necessary for any of those that want to go down and fight Manus normally. But if you decide to do the nerf way that I'm going to show you, you don't need it. But it is still a nice item to have, just for those that want to collect all the items in the game. It's a nice little item to pick up. And honestly, it serves absolutely no other purpose outside of this area. We got the very good carving from him. And I'm just going to use a homeward bone because I still have some extras sitting around. So we'll go ahead and use this. Oh, my knee. Which is going to take us back to the Ullasil Township bonfire. And now that we have that, we can put our normal helmet back on. That Sunlight Maggot helmet is going to come back on when we go down to fight Nito. For us making our way down to fight Nito, I should say. But then after that, between these two things right here that we needed it for, after that, the Sunlight Maggot helmet really does not have any other purpose unless you're using it for some more, some good old-fashioned souls. Other than that, it really doesn't have another purpose besides those two. Unless you want to grab it so you can, save Night Solaire like I'm doing. Because if you go this route where you save Night Solaire, you can actually summon him for the Gwyn boss fight, which I'll show you guys as well. And so, I do need to kill these guys for some humanity. Because I need to get more. I totally forgot about that when I used the, the Moonlight Butterfly soul on the spear. I totally forgot about that. We'll just continue on our way. I'm not going to stop and kill that large group of them like I did when I was farming humanity. I'm just going to kill the ones that are, directly on my way to Manus. And actually what I might do, I'll give it a try this time. I'll go ahead and start doing the nerf kill version of defeating Manus, but before I actually kill him, I'll stop and go down and fight him, because all the damage you do when you do the nerf kill version does go over, and it's still dealt to him when you actually go through the fog wall and fight him. So I might just I'll do that. That way we can hopefully get it done in one go, and you guys can still see the boss fight itself. And for some I don't have the freaking ring on. Should have had this on this whole time, and I didn't. Sorry about that, guys. My cat was trying to jump up onto the garbage can and didn't make it. Okay, so one of them dropped humanity. So we got one humanity here. As I said, so the spot that you want to go to is about right here. And at this point, it's all about just trying to get the shot lined up. So adjusted the wrong way. Like I said, it's all about just finding the spot where you can hit him. And don't worry if it takes you a little while to find it. It is kind of hard to find the spot itself. That's not it either. Maybe. Turn it up a little bit. Just gotta find that sweet spot. Just a little more. I think that hit him, but I don't know if it's actually doing damage to him. Hope still hitting rock. I'm just going to go down and try and fight him because I don't want to sit here and waste your guys' time. So for this boss fight, you'll want to have just your Estus Flask and Silver Pennant so you can switch between them fairly easily. But if you do want to nerf kill him, right there is the spot. And getting the, like I said, I believe it's the Hornet Ring to increase your archer range, and using the Black Bow of Ferris is probably your best bet. Because it'll allow your arrows to fly further, therefore they'll do more damage when they hit him, and it's just all about finding that spot to do the damage. So if we come right over here, all you have to do is walk over the summoning sign, and we can summon Sif to come and help us. Or you have to press A on it, sorry. So you walk over and press A, and it will summon Sif to help us with this fight. Sif really does not do a whole lot of damage, but it can take a lot of damage from Manus, and can draw the aggro as well, which is really nice. But we are doing a lot of damage to him, so maybe I'll be able to get him normally this time without having to do the nerf version of fighting him. He is one of the harder bosses I have found to fight, and like I said, in my opinion, it's between him and Calamite for this first game of who the hardest boss in the game is. So prepare for a fight when you actually go into attack or the battle. And that attack right there, as you can see, be very wary of, because he can do a lot of damage with that attack. And right here is a good reason to have Sif in this boss fight with you, because she can pull his aggro, give you time to heal. Never a bad idea to summon Sif for this boss fight if you're trying to do it the normal way like this. And right here is why you want the Silver Pennant. because it's going to stop those black orbs from hitting you. And he starts doing his magic attacks roughly around getting him down to half health. Is when you'll see him start doing his magic attacks. But that's one of the two that you'll need the black pennant for. This looks like it's the other one, maybe. As you can see, you can just sit here and spam it to protect yourself from those. It'd be really nice if Sif would pull his aggro. Thank you, Sif. I found it's best to just have the silver pennant out, especially when you get around his health down to about halfway. Because his second one that he does, I'm sure he'll do it here in a minute. The second one that he does, you have to start using the silver pennant almost right away. You don't have as much time as you do with like the one we've seen. And he is just like pooping on me right now. And that attack right there is a good one if you got some space between you and him. It's a good one to go ahead and heal on. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen that second magic attack yet. Okay, so he's got 3 magic attacks. That one was not the one I was talking about, but as you can see, it did enough damage to kill me from just about full health. So, but yeah, so you can summon Sif for that boss fight, which is a really nice little thing they added into the game. And you know, you can still summon friends for that boss fight, so you don't have to do it all by yourself. You can still summon friends to help you. You can still play through it together. Excuse me. So, and I actually got Manus pretty low on that one, with just going in there normally. So I think I'm going to try that one again, actually. And see if we can't kill him that way. And with the you know, nerf killing method, really I guess the two annoying points is finding where you can hit him, and then just how much time it takes. Because even with I even had the Black Bow of Ferris upgraded as far as I could. I think plus 10 is as far as that one goes. But I had it all the way upgraded as far as I could, and it was still only doing like 50 damage to him each time I hit him. Or maybe it was doing more than that, but it wasn't doing a whole lot. And so it took a long time, you know, just to deal the damage to actually kill him that way. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna go that method. Finding the spot to hit him, and then, you know, time consumption, how long it's actually gonna take to kill him, are the two crutches of that method. To the point where if you can kill him by actually going down into the boss arena, it might even be it's going to be faster to go down to the boss arena just to kill him, is how bad that can get. So, and I'm not sure where I got the extra humanity up in the upper left, because I popped the one. You know, to reverse my hollowing, but I don't know where that extra one came from. And I'm actually going to try and find the spot. So you can do it from where I was at, or if you come up here, you can find this spot as well. You know, obviously he is a good ways down there, so you do have to give it a minute to see if you actually hit him. See if I can find it. A little higher. Let's try a little further down, like right here. about right there. And you will see a damage thing pop up too if you're actually hitting him. At least you should. So I am hitting him right there. I don't know if it's doing any damage or not. Unfortunately, I think I'm a little too far away. But I'll just fire a bunch of arrows into him. You know, if this doesn't kill him after a while, I'll just drop down there and see if we were actually doing damage. Because it's not giving me a damage, like how much I'm doing to him. Whereas normally it does, and it should. But we'll just do this quite a bit, see how much damage. If he dies, he dies, you know. If he doesn't die, we'll go down in there and see if this was actually doing damage to him or not. I don't see why it wouldn't be. You know, especially with, because we're hitting those red eyes that he has there, which is making him flinch. Is what's happening there. So it should be doing damage to him. We're using, you know, the best bow for it. We're using large arrows, which do plenty of damage by themselves anyways. Along with this bow being upgraded to, I think we got to +6. So we should be doing damage to him. And as you can see, this can be pretty boring doing it this way. So you just gotta, if you want to try and kill him this way, you just gotta stick with it. And I doubt this would kill him even if we are doing damage to him this way. So I think when me and my buddy Cody were doing this, I think it took me over 200 arrows. And my buddy Cody was hitting him as well with arrows, so you know, this can it's definitely going to take you a lot of arrows to kill him this way if you go this route. So just keep that in mind as well. And we did try using a great bow, using like the great bow arrows or Goff's arrows against him. And with the great bow, you actually cannot aim low enough to hit him with the great bow, so you do have to use a normal bow, like the black bow of Ferris or a long bow, the composite bow, the short bow. But the best bow for this job is the black bow of Ferris. And once I get down to 50 arrows, I'll go ahead and just go into the boss room and see if we were actually doing damage and fight him the normal way. So we'll go ahead and go down there now. Not going to fight those guys. We're just going to get right into it. Yeah, so we weren't even doing damage there, which is kind of weird, but oh well. If you do damage to him and then you come down here to fight him normally, the damage will correlate over and he will be hurt when you come down here. I guess I was just too far away to actually do damage to him with the bow. Which is very unfortunate because, you know, he was recoiling, so I figured we were doing damage. Unfortunately, we're not. Let's see if I could really use your help here. There you go. So while Sif has him distracted, I'm actually going to go over and try and grab my souls. So we can get those. And as you can see, the aggro doesn't always stay on Sif, so just be aware of that as well. So as you can see, Sif's not doing a lot of damage, but you know, every little bit helps, and along with Sif pulling his aggro, as I said before, definitely a good summon for this fight. If you can get you and a buddy down here along with Sif, that's even better. Because again, you know, just more aggro, or more damage being dealt to him. You know, you guys can switch off on pulling his aggro. So it's not a bad idea to, you know, get some help here if you need it. He telegraphs his attacks pretty well, so it's not hard to dodge him. As you can see, there's his combo attack. So, obviously, like I said before, watch out for that. And we're actually doing pretty solid damage against him, which is nice. Hopefully he gets out of the way. Nope. I was hoping he knocked us far enough back with hitting our shield to get us out of his attack range. The rest of that, but obviously he did not. And it gives you plenty of, you know, openings to deal damage to him as well between his attacks. And I would say even, you know, for the first half of the fight, he's not terribly hard to beat. It's just, you know, when he starts using his magic is when it gets really difficult. So he is at the point where he's doing magic, so we got to be careful of that. And then, you know, Sif is still with us, which is nice. Unfortunately, there's no way to heal Sif either, so... But, I mean, Sif still has over half health, which is pretty solid. He's using some more of his magic. I'm surprised he hasn't done his really insane magic attack yet. It's honestly surprised me that he hasn't. And, you know, again, don't try and get that extra swing in on him. Just like a lot of the bosses in this game. 2 or 3 and then get out of there is your best bet. Two or 3, back off, get your shield up, roll out of the way, all that kind of normal stuff. We're actually getting fairly low, too, which is nice. This is the one right here where you have to have the pennant, because that one will do so much damage to you. There's really no way to block it. I'm going to go ahead and top off on health while I can. I usually do 2 just in case. I haven't really experienced him doing like a sneaky second one right back to back, but you never know. So I typically do 2 of them just to be safe. Just in case he decides to. He's getting me with his combo attack again. So hopefully Sif can pull his aggro and I can get a heal or 2 in. And you know, Sif goes in there pretty often, which is, you know, gives you a good chance to get some heals off, which is really nice. Gotta be careful here. I don't want to get over. I don't want to overdo it. And we have defeated Manus, Father of the Abyss. And we got the Soul of Manus. You know, Sif goes ahead and goes back to her own thing, and we get 10 humanity from him, which is huge. And Dusk is here, as we learned from that mushroom lady. You know, Manus had taken Dusk. And she just sits here and does this over and over again. There's no special dialogue if you keep spamming A on her. But yeah, that is the Manus boss fight. Once you leave here, Dusk will disappear and not be down here anymore. And you actually will not find her again unless, I don't know if you can still summon her down by where the Hydra was at. for us to initially start this area. I don't think, I think you can still summon her there, but other than that, you won't find her around this area. And so we're actually going to, let's see, we will go to Firelink Shrine, because our next stop is going to be Nito. We will fight Nito, the first undead. If you remember all the way back to the opening cutscene, we are going to go ahead and fight Nito for our next boss. We'll go ahead and end the episode here. And you know, we were able to defeat Manus. I was able to show you guys the nerf way, and we were actually able to kill him the normal fighting way, which is really nice. So I'll catch y'all later. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel so you can see the rest of the Dark Souls Let's Play, as well as the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play that I am currently uploading as well. So till then, peace.